Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundations of the NFL. And I guarantee this is a story you haven't heard before. Behind closed doors, in secret meetings with whispered deals and encrypted phone calls, something extraordinary is unfolding right now. An elite, game-changing superstar, one of the absolute best at his position, is about to be traded. No, this isn't a drill, and it's not a rumor or a preseason hype. This is cold, hard insider information, confirmed by sources who are in the know, sources who normally keep everything under lock and key. I've been digging through layers of cover-ups, listening to whispers from the highest levels of NFL front offices, and what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. This is bigger than any blockbuster trade you've seen in recent years. It's the kind of move that could reshape a franchise's future, ignite fan bases, and make NFL history. But here's the catch. I can't say the name just yet, because right now the entire NFL universe is on edge. Teams are scrambling, front offices are frantic, phones are ringing off the hook. The league's most powerful executives are in sealed rooms, weighing their options, trying to outsmart rivals, and secretly making plays that could define the next decade. My sources just confirmed something truly huge, something so sensitive that even the most seasoned insiders are tight-lipped. The kind of deal that can turn a franchise from playoff contender to Super Bowl favorite overnight. So I need you to pay close attention. Because in the next few minutes, I'll lay bare the setup, the stakes, and the player at the center of this unprecedented saga. You won't believe what's coming. Stay with me, because this story is only just beginning. But before we get into the heavy details, I need you to do your part. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and activate the notification bell, because what I'm about to reveal may be the biggest NFL scoop you've ever seen. This isn't just about breaking news, it's about being in the know. The insiders, the real fans who understand that the NFL is a game of power, secrets, and hidden agendas. If you're serious about staying a step ahead, then don't turn away now. The next 48 hours will be critical. What I'm about to tell you isn't just a rumor, it's a game changer, and I have every reason to believe it's about to go down. Now, picture the Dallas Cowboys front office right now, phones ringing, secret meetings in smoky back rooms, executives exchanging nervous glances. They've been searching, plotting, and trying to make it happen for months. The Cowboys, a franchise with history, prestige, and one of the most loyal fan bases in football, yet they've been haunted by a persistent void on their defense. They need that game breaker on the edge, that disruptive force capable of flipping games single-handedly. They've been looking for ways to upgrade their pass rush, to find a player who can transform their entire defensive identity, and above all, someone who can elevate the star-studded roster they already have. It hasn't been easy. The NFL's biggest power brokers have been involved in secret negotiations, encrypted calls with agents, and discreet visits across the country. Rumors swirl about private jets ferrying representatives to covert meetings, where plans are drawn with precision and secrecy. The Cowboys brass, led by Jerry Jones himself, have been relentless. They've scouted, analyzed, and targeted the best of the best, all while keeping this under wraps from the media, from the fans, and even from most players. Behind closed doors, the strategy is clear. Make a move so bold that it echoes through the league for years to come. And then, they found HIM. Now I can't keep you in suspense any longer. Because the player at the heart of this massive puzzle, the one that could redefine the Cowboys' future, is none other than Rashan Gary. Yes, you heard it right, Rashan Gary. The same Rashan Gary who has been a cornerstone of the Green Bay Packers, front seven since he was drafted in 2019. The same elite pass rusher who, just a few seasons ago, was projected to be a perennial Pro Bowler, a double-digit sack machine, and a disruptive force that opposing offenses had to scheme around every week. Imagine this, a player with the raw power of a freight train, blessed with elite speed off the edge, and a motor that screams hustle every single snap. Rashan Gary isn't just a player, he's a living weapon. His ability to rush the passer, set the edge, and collapse the pocket is unmatched when he's firing on all cylinders. His quickness at 6'5", 277 pounds, and with that explosive first step, makes offensive tackles tremble. But here's the cruel twist. His production in 2025 has declined sharply, raising questions about his future in Green Bay. That's precisely why the Cowboys see this as an unprecedented opportunity to strike now. In 2021, Gary's career exploded. He tallied 9.5 sacks, a total that put him among the NFC's elite pass rushers. His pressures, over 80 in just 12 games, made him a nightmare for quarterbacks. His ability to bend the edge, combined with his relentless effort, earned him his first-ever Pro Bowl nod. He was the picture of an emerging superstar, the kind of player teams dream about. But in 2025, the story took a dark turn. After a blazing start, 5 sacks in the first 7 games, Gary's numbers evaporated in the second half of the season. 0 sacks, just 7 QB hits, and no tackles for loss in the final 9 games. His effort, once praised as relentless, now under scrutiny. Statistically, he became invisible. Many insiders whisper that he benefited from lighter double teams early on, Micah Parsons drawing much of the attention. And then, when the focus shifted, his production dried up. Rumors swirl that his attitude and effort have been questioned behind the scenes, fueling trade talks that have been quietly brewing since the season ended. Let me break down his numbers because they're crucial here. He played all 16 games in 2025, but his impact diminished drastically. His 7.5 sacks in the first part of the year made NFL commentators drool. He was on pace for a career high. But in the last 9 games, not a single sack. Just 7 tackles for loss, 20 QB hits, and a handful of pressures. The perceived effort, the motor that once defined him, is now under suspicion. His contract, signed in October 2023, makes him one of the highest-paid defenders in the league, up to $107 million over 4 years, with a cap hit of nearly $28 million. The Packers are reportedly looking to cut costs, and with his recent decline, they're considering trading or releasing him to save cap space. What makes Rashan Gary the perfect fit for Dallas? Think about their defensive scheme, their need for a truly disruptive edge rusher, someone who can change the game on every snap. With Micah Parsons already terrorizing offenses, imagine Gary opposite him, creating double trouble. The Cowboys are craving a player who can supplement Parsons' speed with power, someone who can complement the overall pass rush and take the pressure off the secondary. His rushing skills, combined with his ability to set the edge against the run, make him the ideal target. And the best part? His market value has plummeted due to recent performance issues, which means Dallas might be able to land him at a bargain, potentially a mid-round pick or a player swap that could be a steal for a franchise desperate to boost its front 7. Insiders are whispering that the Cowboys' brain trust is already in advanced talks, ready to pull the trigger, if the league's political waters remain calm. Now, let's go behind the scenes of this secretive operation. NFL executives, some of the smartest in the business, are huddled in covert meetings, weighing the risk versus reward. The NFL authority who's been monitoring this process says they see his upside and they believe they can unlock something special. That's why the Cowboys are pushing so hard. Meanwhile, rival teams, like the Eagles, 49ers, and even NFC West rivals, are trying every trick to block or slow down this deal. Rumor has it that some teams have even contacted the Packers directly, offering high draft picks or promising future assets, all in a desperate bid to keep Gary away from Dallas. The emotional reaction inside the Cowboys' front office is palpable. Jerry Jones, known for his bold moves, is reportedly more fired up than ever, believing this could be the key to finally winning another Super Bowl. The coaching staff, including head coach Brian Schottenheimer, is said to be ecstatic about the potential pairing, seeing Gary as a game wrecker that can dominate in their aggressive defensive scheme. They're even speculating about insane performance bonuses, clawbacks, incentives for sacks, forced turnovers, and even team-based bonuses for playoff success. And what about the logistics? The trade package being discussed is massive, multiple picks, including future first-rounders and perhaps a player or two to sweeten the deal. The Packers are hesitant, of course, but the pressure is relentless. The league's latest reports suggest that the Cowboys might even include some of their own young talent, a sign of how committed they are to landing this superstar. If this deal goes through, it's not just about adding a player. It's about completely reshaping their defensive identity, making them a true powerhouse in 2026. This move would have profound financial implications. Gary's $28 million cap hit is high. But if the Cowboys can absorb the contract and still fit him within their scheme, they're crafting a recipe for success. He fits perfectly into their 4-3 base, rushing the passer from the outside, disrupting passing lanes, and adding a fierce edge to their defense. And if the rumors are true, he's expected to bounce back. His 2025 decline an anomaly, a blip in an otherwise spectacular career. In terms of projected stats for next season, well, if he joins Dallas, I'd expect him to surpass his previous highs. With a fresh start, more motivation, and a defensive scheme tailored for his skill set, 10-12 sacks in 2026 are not out of the question. Plus, he'd immediately bolster a team that's been starving for consistent pass rush, transforming from a decent defense to a feared unit that opponents tremble before. And remember, NFL history is filled with trades that seemed risky but turned into legends. Think of the Von Miller trade to the Rams or Khalil Mack moving to Chicago. This could be that kind of move for Dallas, a true seismic shift that makes everyone sit up and take notice. But the clock is ticking. The next 48 hours are critical. The league's insiders tell me that everything hinges on this window, talks are intensifying, and the league's power brokers are pushing hard to finalize this deal. If it happens, expect headlines to explode worldwide. Fans will be in awe, rivals in panic, and the Cowboys' dynasty picture to be rewritten overnight. So I ask you, are you ready for this? Because what's coming is bigger than most of us can even imagine. We're talking about a move that will resonate through NFL history for decades. The question isn't if it happens, it's when, and if you're smart, you're going to stay tuned because this story is far from over. Remember this moment. Keep your eyes on the league because when this deal drops, everything changes. And trust me, what I've just laid out is only the beginning. The real bombshell is yet to come. Stay with me. The next chapter of NFL history is about to be written in bold, unmissable ink, because in this game, only the bold survive. And right now, the Dallas Cowboys are about to make one of the boldest moves in franchise history. Your mind will be blown, and the NFL as you know it might never be the same again.